Two men, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, are standing in a featureless void. They have nowhere to be and nothing to do, so they're passing the time by flipping a coin. Watch this counter. That coin has landed on heads 92 times in a row. Every toss defies the basic logic of how the world works. Guildenstern takes this as proof they are no longer operating within natural forces. The laws of probability have been completely suspended. They try to piece together how they arrived here, but their memory is blank. The only detail they can recall is a pale sky before dawn and a messenger banging on their shutters to deliver an urgent official summons from the king. Setting out on the road, they run into a ragged band of traveling actors known as the Tragedians. Their leader, the player, offers them a cheap, melodramatic performance, showcasing the absurdity of their journey. They don't remember their past, and they don't understand the messenger's summons. Yet through blind obedience to that royal order, they willingly leave the safety of the void and step directly into a plot they cannot control. The featureless void vanishes, replaced by the towering stone walls of Elsinore. This massive fortress is cold, isolating, and built to intimidate. Almost the second they arrive, Claudius and Queen Gertrude corner the duo. The royals waste no time pulling them into royal business. The rulers assign them a specific task. Their childhood friend, Prince Hamlet, has been acting erratic and depressed. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are ordered to spy on the prince and figure out why. During this royal welcome, the king and queen cannot even tell their two guests apart. They repeatedly swap names, thanking Guildenstern while addressing Rosencrantz. When the crown itself can't distinguish one man from the other, they aren't visitors, they are interchangeable instruments. They have become small components of a massive royal conspiracy entirely out of their depth. Knowing they have to interrogate Hamlet, the two men try to prepare. They play a rapid-fire, disorienting game of questions to sharpen their wits, volleying words back and forth to build their confidence. When they finally sit down with the prince, their practice is useless. Hamlet effortlessly dodges their leading questions, dominating the conversation and running circles around their clumsy tactics. Instead of giving them answers, Hamlet leaves them with a riddle. He claims he is only mad when the wind blows north-northwest. The rest of the time, he knows exactly what is going on. While the duo tries to parse what that means, the tragedians arrive at Elsinore, hired to perform a play for the royal court. Guildenstern pulls the player aside and complains. He admits they are failing their mission, getting nothing out of Hamlet, and operating entirely in the dark regarding the rules of the castle. Every time they try to take the initiative and act like true detectives, they fail. Their efforts only highlight how powerless they are when forced to compete with the story's main characters. The actors ignore their complaints and begin staging a dress rehearsal for their upcoming performance, acting out a dark, violent mime sequence. The player narrates the silent action. He describes a plot full of royal murder, betrayal, and a king who sends his nephew away on a boat accompanied by two minor spies carrying a letter that secretly orders their execution. Look closely at this comparison. The two doomed spies in the actor's performance are wearing coats identical to the ones worn by Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Before they can fully process that visual, the real play inside Elsinore is violently interrupted. The hall plunges into sudden darkness, and courtiers scatter in a chaotic, fast-moving panic. The cause of the panic quickly filters back to them. Prince Hamlet has just murdered a man named Polonius and dragged the body away into hiding. The dark events of the actor's rehearsal are bleeding directly into reality. The violent, unstoppable plot of Hamlet is now in full motion, locking the two confused spies right into the tragic fate the actors dramatically mimed. The chaos of the night eventually settles. As the sun rises, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are found lying exhausted on an empty stage. Their rest is short-lived. King Claudius rushes in, frantic and desperate to manage the fallout of the murder. He barks a final, urgent order at the duo. They must immediately track down Prince Hamlet, speak to him calmly, and recover Polonius's hymn body. Just as quickly as he arrived, the king hurries out, abandoning them on the empty stage with an impossible task and no idea where to start. They try to formulate a plan, but freeze completely. They step to the left, step to the right, and march forward, overthinking every movement until they halt entirely, going absolutely nowhere. Control has slipped away entirely. With no choice left to make, they simply continue to follow their instructions, walking toward the finality that has been waiting for them all along.